Unraveling Customs Clearance, Personal versus Commercial Shipments. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be discussing an important topic in international trade, customs clearance. Specifically, we will be exploring the differences between customs clearance for personal and commercial shipments. Customs clearance is a crucial process that ensures the smooth flow of goods across international borders. So, let's dive in and explore the nuances of customs clearance for these two types of shipments. To begin with, let's define what we mean by personal and commercial shipments. Personal shipments typically refer to goods that are imported by individuals for personal use or consumption. These can include items such as clothing, electronics, or gifts. On the other hand, commercial shipments involve goods that are imported or exported by businesses for commercial purposes, such as raw materials, finished products, or machinery. Now that we have a clear understanding of the different types of shipments, let's discuss how the customs clearance process differs for personal and commercial shipments. One major difference lies in the documentation required for customs clearance. For personal shipments, the documentation is relatively straightforward. The individual importing the goods is usually required to provide personal identification documents, a purchase receipt, and a description of the items being imported. Commercial shipments involve more complex documentation. The importer or their customs broker must provide additional documents, such as commercial invoices, packing lists, certificates of origin, and potentially even import licenses or permits, depending on the nature of the goods being imported. Another key difference is the role of a customs broker. While individuals can handle the customs clearance process for personal shipments on their own, commercial shipments often require the expertise of a licensed customs broker. A customs broker is a specialized professional who assists businesses in navigating the complexities of customs regulations and ensuring compliance with applicable laws. They possess in-depth knowledge of import and export procedures, tariffs, and customs requirements. By leveraging their expertise, businesses can streamline the customs clearance process, reducing the risk of delays or penalties. Moving on, the valuation of goods is another aspect where customs clearance for personal and commercial shipments differ. For personal shipments, the customs authorities typically rely on the declared value provided by the individual importer when assessing customs duties and taxes. Commercial shipments often entail a more detailed valuation process. Customs authorities may conduct a thorough examination of the transaction value, including factors like the price paid or payable, royalties, license fees, and any other additional costs associated with the importation. This is done to ensure that proper customs duties and taxes are levied on the imported goods. Lastly, let's talk about customs bonds. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures the fulfillment of obligations related to customs clearance. It is a requirement for commercial shipments but not typically for personal shipments. When importing commercial goods, businesses must obtain a customs bond to demonstrate their commitment to complying with customs regulations. The bond acts as a form of insurance to protect the customs authorities and any potential third parties involved in the transaction. It provides assurance that the importer will fulfill their obligations, including the payment of customs duties and taxes, as well as compliance with all applicable laws and regulations. The customs clearance process differs significantly for personal and commercial shipments. Personal shipments usually involve simpler documentation, while commercial shipments require more extensive paperwork. The involvement of a customs broker is common for commercial shipments, while individuals can handle the clearance process for personal shipments on their own. Valuation processes and the need for customs bonds also vary between the two types of shipments. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the differences between customs clearance for personal and commercial shipments. We hope you found this information helpful. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on topics related to customs brokerage, customs bonds, importer security filing, and international trade. Disclaimer note below. See you next time.